Finally a new video, yay! So I'm going to be showing you guys my foundation routine that I'm using right now. It is winter, my skin has been very dry and crusty and flaky, so I always start, before I put anything on my face, with the Garnier Moisture Rescue for dry skin. It's pink, it's like a gel, and it's the only thing that gets the flakes off my forehead because it's just gross. So I already moisturized, and I don't usually use this foundation recently, I guess you could say, but I don't know, I just feel like using it today. Ew. It's the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation, and it's like hardcore. My color is L48, and I think I bought this, I don't know, last spring or something like that. So, no, it wasn't this spring. I don't know. It's a little dark, so I mix it with my MAC Face and Body in white. White. Yes, white. So I usually don't use a primer anymore because I find that when I'm setting with powder, it tends to swipe it and then it just looks nasty. So I haven't been using primer lately. I just don't need it. So I'm going to start by putting a couple pumps of this on the back of my hand. See how dark it is compared to my skin? So I'm going to take my white face and body, take the top off, shake it a little bit, and I'm just going to squirt it right on top to lighten it because I'm so pasty. And then I'm just going to mix it up. See how it's a lot lighter and more my actual shade. Now this foundation is very full coverage, it's very thick, so the best way to apply it that I do is with the Beauty Blender sponge. I've already got this wet, and I cleaned it because it was dirty. So what I'm going to do now is just start swiping foundation around in my face. And I always keep a damp washcloth with me too, because I hate when I get stuff on my hands. I feel disgusting. So I'm going to take my sponge and just start bouncing this around on my face and working that foundation into my skin. The moisture from this Beauty Blender really thins out the consistency of this hardcore foundation. And it just erases all my redness that I have. And I do use a different foundation for my neck because my neck is pure white in comparison to the rest of my face. I have a lot of redness in my face, but my neck, like I said, is just white as you can get. So I use the L'Oreal True Match in the shade Porcelain on my neck, and I just put some on my finger and I swipe it, and then I just blend it in with a brush. I don't use the Beauty Blender for that. But this gives such a full coverage finish. It smells a little weird, but I don't really mind it anymore. I did it first. So pretty much all the redness I had before is gone. And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see before I do my other things. But then I'm just wiping my hand off because it's just, ugh. Okay. So you can see how well that's covered my redness. The light looking area here is from where I waxed my eyebrows. For some reason it just, you know, that skin there doesn't hold foundation like the rest of my face. So I'm going to zoom back out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, so of course my battery would freaking die right in the middle of this. So next I'm gonna, before I powder anything, I'm gonna take my concealer, which is the MAC Prolongwear Concealer in NW20. I'm gonna put just a little bit of that on my finger. But this is really hard to control, so I got way too much. Hang on a tick. So I'm just going to rub that between my fingers and then dot it under my eyes. And then just pat it in with my ring fingers. This is one of the best concealers I've ever used in my life. It really makes a difference. I get, well, not really dark, but dark enough in the corners of my eyes. You can also use this concealer as a primer for eyeshadow, but I have already put some on my Painterly paint pot, which is what I use pretty much every day before I put eyeshadow on. Okay. And to set that, I have a little sample of the Tarte Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. It's just a translucent powder. Before I would set it with my face powder, but I found that using a colored powder made it look a little cakey. And I just put a little bit in the cap like that. And then I have the Real Techniques setting brush that I use. And then I just get a little on there, pop it under my eyes, and just press it in, because this concealer will crease on me. Then I'm going to do the other side. If you hear panting, it's just my dog. If you hear meowing, it's just one of the cats. Anytime I try to do something, I'm sure, you know, it always happens that they have to disturb me. So I'm going to try to hurry up and finish this before this battery dies again. So now that I'm done with my under eyes, I'm going to set the rest of my foundation with my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural in Light. And just a kabuki brush. And I just swirl it in a little bit and then just tap it around. I don't swipe because it can swipe away the foundation. And I don't usually let the foundation get this dry before I do this. But like I said, the battery died and I had to stop and charge it for a couple minutes so I could try to finish this. Of course that would happen. But I guess that's what happens when you do something on the spur of the moment instead of planning. And I did do my neck too with my True Match. And that's it. That's all I do for foundation. Let me zoom in again. And now I'm gonna go finish my makeup, and then I'll show you my finished look. So this is my look done. I think I'm gonna start wearing this foundation a little bit more. You can see I highlighted, yes. I'll zoom in. And that. And that's my makeup all done. Hopefully it doesn't take me another 4 months to do another video. Because it's fun. I don't know why I'm so lazy. That's just it. I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing anything. Especially when it doesn't stop snowing ever. I don't want to leave the house. I just want to stay here. Oh, Bella! She's jealous. What are you doing? Okay, see you guys next time. Bye.